there's a new push to expand what's called breakfast after the bell. Some school districts, such as Holyoke, have implemented this program to ensure all students start their day on a full stomach and ready to learn. But some lawmakers would like to see all school districts with 60% or more of their students eligible for free and reduced lunch to serve breakfast after the bell. Carolee McGrath sat down with Holyoke State Representative Erin Vega to learn more.
I was proud to be the lead sponsor on the House side and got to work with the great Senator Sal DiDomenico, and he took the lead on the Senate side. And we filed legislation that would put a mandate forward that any district with 60% or more free or reduced lunch students would implement the Breakfast After the Bell program, which has federal dollars that come to it with kids that are getting breakfast. So it was not an unfunded mandate in any way. It was to say, let's take advantage of that money that's out there federally that we're not bringing into our districts, and let's make sure that, again, we're addressing one of the biggest issues we have here in the Commonwealth, unfortunately, is kids that are hungry. So I was able to lead in the House, and Sal DiDomenico led it in the Senate side.
Okay, so tell me, how does this program work? So the kids come to school, they go to homeroom, and they're eating breakfast then?
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of schools have breakfast available before the bell, but we know two things. Basically, that either there's a lot of trauma and drama going on in these kids' lives, so even getting to school on time is a struggle. And if you're coming to school with a bunch of your friends, you're probably going to take that 10 extra minutes to go play basketball or do something instead of going in to get cereal. So kids are coming to school hungry. This we know, especially in places like Camden County. And so, yes, this instead of the kids going to the cafeteria actually prepares the meals and delivers it to each classroom. And teachers take 10, 15 minutes to start their day, and they share breakfast. And it's an opportunity for the teacher to check in with the students to see how they're doing, to notice anything, any different behavior, anything happening with a different student that they can kind of check in about. And it really reminds me, my son's in preschool, and they start their day with breakfast. And we all should start our day with breakfast. And unfortunately, many of these kids are coming from families that aren't sitting around the table having breakfast together. And so this gives a sense of community, and it gives the teacher that extra time. And we've talked to teachers about the implementation, and we all know that usually the first 10, 15 minutes of class is kids putting away their book bags and everything getting all crazy and no one's settling in. Now they're coming in much more orderly, much more settled in because they're getting food. So that whole process has actually been streamlined as well.
But a lot of people might say, hey, listen, if it's offered before class, teachers have so much on their plate, especially with testing. Now you're taking another 15 minutes away and you're picking up wrappers and somebody's not finishing something that it's almost a disruption. Are you getting pushback at all?
We've gotten some pushback mostly from places that haven't implemented yet. So what we're finding is that, yes, there's always the unknown, right? And it's something new, and you're right. And with all due respect to our teachers, I know how hard they're working in our public schools. And you're right, one more thing. But what we're seeing actually in Holyoke, when we implemented it district-wide, we wanted to look at two things, attendance and tardiness and disciplinary action, which obviously takes away even more time from a teacher teaching. And both those things, along with other things we're doing, have gone down. Gone down and gone up, right? Kids are showing up on time, so that tardiness is relieved. That's more disrupting, right? Having kids come in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes late to school, that's gone down. And the disciplinary rates have gone down.
Is it helping with the achievement gap? Do you think it is helping with test scores?
I think it's helping, and we're seeing those results a little bit as the testing comes. What we're seeing is that kids are able to concentrate more, right? So we're assuming that if they're on time, and there's no disciplinary action, they're not being kicked out of class or having to take up class time for disciplinary, then there's more time on learning. So hopefully we'll see those test scores come up. Because if you're a young person, or, I've been a young person, right? When we're hungry, we can't concentrate. Exactly, right? We have a saying for it, right? Hangry, right? You get hungry, you get angry. You can't concentrate. So imagine being, 6, 7, 8 years old. Especially if you got trauma and drama in your life, and you're coming to school and you're hungry, and the teacher's saying, let's talk about U.S. history, let's talk about math. You just can't concentrate.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the EOC Foundation. I know that they came out with a school report, a breakfast report card, and they really talked about how childhood hunger really affects the achievement gap. How does the EOC Foundation help with startup costs, first of all?
It's been so great, like I said, working with Sal DiDomenico and a bunch of my colleagues that signed on to this, but the other great thing has been both the Western Mass Food Bank and the Boston Food Bank. They're big supporters of this bill, and then EOC Foundation. They came to us in Holyoke, and what they bring to the table is private dollars. They're a philanthropy organization, and they can give grants up to $10,000 for implementation. Because $10,000 to a district like Holyoke or Springfield is a lot of money, right? That's half a teacher's salary, that's a paraprofessional, so it's hard to kind of carve that out to buy carts and food bags to keep the food warm. So EOS comes in and says, we'll cover those costs. We want to see the achievement gap go down. We want to see the hunger gap go down. This is what we're bringing to the table. So written into the legislation is actually the idea that philanthropy groups should be approached to work with DESE on implementation. So it's not costing districts any money.
And what's the timeline?
So the timeline now for the bill that's coming out, which should pass within the next month, is that DESE, Department of Early and Secondary Education, would put forth a program for implementation in the 2019-20 school year. So September of 19. There are some caveats and some carve-outs. There's also other programs like Grab and Go that they'll be allowed to do, but we're really hoping that most districts will implement breakfast after the bell in the classroom. And again, every district that we've seen, that we've worked with, Worcester, Springfield, Holyoke, even smaller communities, Lawrence and others, it works. Right?
Let's talk about those smaller communities, though, because a lot of times you think of like a Lawrence, a Holyoke, Springfield, Boston, and I know that Boston is not implementing this as much.
So that's one of the big pushes. I mean, so I think they're implementing about 11 to 17 schools out of their 171 schools, and we know that they have large disproportionate poverty rates throughout most of their communities. So these kids are definitely in need. And what's interesting when you talk about that, what I've learned a lot here in Western Mass, everyone always talks about Hamilton County, Holyoke, Springfield, right? Food deserts, healthcare disparities, this, that. Our small towns, the hill towns, our suburban districts have the same issues: access to food, access to healthcare. So we're seeing the same issues in our small towns, and this program works very well in our small towns as well. There may be a little bit more logistics. Sometimes some of that startup money is to make sure that, if the food's being cooked and prepared at school A, that it's kept warm and delivered to the other schools, right? So not every school has a working kitchen. So we're making sure that sometimes the logistics and that startup money is to make sure that they have the van, they have the equipment to move the food around. But again, same issues that we're seeing in our rural districts as well, is that access to food.
Okay, State Rep Erin Vega, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us about this.
Great to be
We
here.
appreciate it.
Thank you.